Okay, let's hope this will work, because I don't think this will work, to be honest, but we're gonna try. Welcome to another video here on Roads for You. I got a new car and I'm back here in the Netherlands. I bought myself a Tesla, so we're going electric. I got rid of my Saab 9000 that was driving on LPG, on autogas. And that's because that car exploded in Spain. I don't have the best holder for my phone at the moment, so I hope this will be fine. I will order a new one in about a few days from now, but this is the best I can do for now. So in this drive we are going from Almere to Harderwijk. Should be a nice drive. Like I said, I don't have the best holder at this moment for my phone. I will buy a new one, so please bear with me this time. I'm back earlier than expected. I don't think this will work properly, but we'll see. We'll see. Well, this is terrible. I don't think I can do a live stream like this. Maybe. Okay, like I said, please bear with me. So it's a new car, a new journey. Like I said, I was driving in Spain, and I should have been away for a few months. However, that few months turned into 6 weeks. And that's because my car got wrecked. It exploded. Which is a shame, because it was a nice car from 1997. I had a lot of bad luck. I went to Portugal first. When I was in Portugal there, I was subjected to the storm Kirsten, which was one of the biggest storms in years in Portugal. Maybe it was even the biggest storm they ever had. It surely was the biggest storm I ever experienced in my life, with wind speeds going up to 200 kilometers an hour, which was terrible. A tree even fell on my car and one of my windows broke. Needed to get that repaired. And then I got all those faulty messages on my car that the LPG wasn't working, or then it worked for a little while and then it stopped working again. So that was horrible. So it wasn't cheap at all to drive anymore, and that's why I got the car. So it was horrible. And then I drove to a mechanic. He fixed my car, but then another problem rised up, and that was that the battery wasn't working, so I couldn't start the car. So I got the car fixed. Then there was something with the bushes. Then there was something with the injection. I got it fixed. And then I drove to Madrid. Everything went well. And then I drove from Madrid to Vera in Spain. And then everything did go downhill. The LPG didn't work again. It started stuttering. All that kind of jazz. After a while I got in Vera when I was over there in Vera. Then I thought, well, to a mechanic, but you couldn't go to any mechanic. You needed to go to a special mechanic. I'm sorry for my phone. Like I said, the holder is shit. I'll buy another one. So, like I said, I looked up for a mechanic that could work on autogas, and there happened to be one in Murcia, which was like 2 hours from where I was. So one day I drove to Murcia. The weather was beautiful. I was driving on the highway, and I almost was at the exit to Murcia, and then my car exploded. The head gasket had gone sour, and one of the pistons broke loose and destroyed the whole engine. So that car was totaled. So I needed to get back to the Netherlands where I live with a lot of stuff because I packed for 3 months. I needed to make a lot of expenses because of because of my car that broke down and all the repairs that came with it. So that was shit. And then I needed to get myself and all my stuff back to the Netherlands and buy a new car. So that was shit as well. So I'm sorry, I still needed to adjust to this newer kind of cars. I'm driving on autopilot, by the way. And so my car broke down. I needed to make a lot of expenses to get myself and all my stuff I packed for 3 months back to the Netherlands. So I bought a huge box like you use when you go to another house, when you sell your house. So I bought a huge box, filled it with a lot of stuff and sent it back to me in the Netherlands, and I had like 5 suitcases I took with me in the airplane. It cost me a couple of €100. I needed to rent a car for like €300. Well, it was an expensive journey. Then I got back in the Netherlands, and then I thought to myself, well, let's buy another Saab or another cheap car on LPG. But I was driving all those cars, and I was thinking to myself, well, my name is Melvin. Well, Melvin, why even bother again with a car like this? Why not just buy a good electric car that you can drive without any problems? Because I drive like 3,000 kilometers a month, and with all the maintenance and things like that, you always end up getting more and more expensive, especially with the high gas prices at the moment here in Holland, which is like €2.50 a liter at the moment, which is ridiculous. So that's horrible. So and like I said, I didn't trust LPG anymore after what happened, and because of the high maintenance costs, I was thinking to myself, well, let's look for an electric car. And for some reason I believe that Tesla has the best second-hand electric cars. So I got myself a Model 3 from Tesla from 2019. It looks very clean. It's a very nice car still, even though it's a bit older. Got like 150,000 kilometers on the clock. So it's a pretty nice car. So that's what I'm driving right now. So it's a beautiful drive we need to make today. It's a beautiful route through Flevoland, which is the largest artificial island in the world. This used to be the bottom of the sea. It's not very kind of is beautiful, but in its own way. It's mostly flat, like the rest of our country. And excuse me for my accent or my bad English sometimes. I'm a Dutchie. You can hear that in my accent. I try to do my best, but please bear with me sometimes. I don't speak English that often, so. Alright. We need to get around this gigantic thing. Luckily Tesla is pretty fast. It's a pretty fast car. Well, like I said, the phone holder is shit. But I will buy myself a new one for the next live stream. But I just wanted to test out a few things. It's not like there's millions of people watching at this moment. So if you're watching this, you're probably watching it later. Which most of my live streams are. They are mostly watched later. But it's a beautiful day today. It's the 18th of March. But it feels like spring. It doesn't feel like winter anymore, which I love because I hate winters over here. Very sharp corner. Need to take very careful. So I never drove electric cars daily, so for me all of this was pretty new. I always drove like older cars from the 1990s, so this felt like a car from the future, which kind of is. It's pretty luxurious, I must say. So for now I quite like this car. But yeah, it's different. It's more boring. More boring than a Saab is. But I still got one of my Saabs. I got a Saab 900i from 1992, a red one, which I continue to keep for nice drives. So in a month or so I would like to repair the car and then I take it out for a spin. Maybe I can take that car for holidays because the range of this car is only like 300 kilometers when full. So maybe this is not the best car to go on holiday with, but we'll see. Maybe it's not that bad at all. We'll see. But for now I like this car, but I just have it for a few days now, so I can't really say much of it yet. Other than it's more boring than a Saab. But it's electric, so it's cheap. And I drive a lot, so And if you drive a lot, you want to drive cheap. Sorry, I sometimes break my tongue on the English language for some reason. After a while it gets better, but so please let me know in the comments if you like my commentary or that you want to have me quiet. Please let me know if I can improve something in this video, and please leave a like, a comment and a subscribe to my channel, because that will help me a lot, because I want to make some money out of this channel. I'm gonna be honest with you, so I can take you on the road more often, and I also want to make documentaries in the future, and documentaries cost a lot of money to make. So we're getting back on autopilot. Autopilot is pretty relaxed. You don't have to do like anything. Just let the car know that you did not fall asleep every now and then, and that's all. It will brake for you, it will slow down for you, it will do almost anything. It's not full self-driving, so you still need to do some things like lane changes. But now the car is braking automatically, and it drives like automatically and stays in this lane automatically. However, if I want to change the lane, like now, I need to quit autopilot and then change lane, go back and start autopilot again, like I've done right now. But this is a beautiful drive, especially when it's a day like this, when you see all the greenery, when you see the blue sky and the ugly windmills. We do have more beautiful windmills here in the Netherlands, but yeah, we need those to power this car, for example. So, pretty necessary. I remember a few months ago when all of this was white because of the snow. That was also pretty beautiful. It's a beautiful day out here. So it drives pretty relaxed. The car does all the work for me. I just sit here and enjoy the views like you do. Now we will slow down because limit because of the stoplight. I don't do anything. The car does it all by himself. If the light goes red, then I have to brake myself because the car doesn't recognize stoplights. If you got the full self-driving mode version on this car, then the car will also do that by itself. However, that still doesn't work very good here in Europe yet. However, the laws will change later this year or early next year, and then full self-driving mode will work here as good as it will in the US. So let's hope that will arrive pretty soon here in the Netherlands. However, you need to upgrade the car, and then it will be like 7,500 euros to buy, which is a lot of money. So we'll see. So like I said, my phone holder is shit, I know that. We'll buy another one. I almost feel like a train driver when I drive this car. It feels like I'm in a train, or like I'm in a taxi or something like that. It doesn't feel like I'm driving myself for some reason, because you don't have to do a lot. And if you always drove like cars from the 1990s and then you suddenly hear in this car, yeah, then this feels like you're not having to do anything. It charges up pretty quickly. In half an hour you are at 80%, which gives you like 250 kilometers, so it's more than enough for a day most of the time. Otherwise you have to stand like 5 or 10 minutes at a fast charging station, and then you can drive further. And in every street you can charge up your car. So we are almost there. We are a little bit early. So I'm going to the docking station of Tesla and charge the car with Tesla supercharger, because we need to wait. And let's make the time useful. So I'm ending the navigation. Navigeer naar Tesla supercharger. You have a cheap supercharger over here, which is like 41 kilowatts, 41 cents a kilowatt, which is pretty cheap. So let's charge the car up. And the funny thing is, when you navigate to a supercharger from Tesla, the battery will warm up itself, so it charges even faster. Another plus is that the superchargers where I'm navigating to also has a McDonald's nearby where you can go to the toilet. I need to go to take a leak. So. And in 10 minutes the car will be charged up and ready to go again. Have to adjust that the car is doing all of this. It's really strange at first, but after a while you get used to it and then you just sit and see what the car is doing. This is the future, I guess. Still have to be watching what the car is doing because sometimes it does very strange things. Now I have stopped it. So we are almost at our destination, which is the charging station of Harderwijk. And then I have to go to my client. Sorry for the shit phone holder. That man was at the zebra crossing, however he let me go first, okay? He does as ever he pleases. Where are the superchargers? There they are. So, like I said, we needed to charge. I don't need to charge that much. Maybe for like 5 minutes, so I go to the toilet and then I go back. Well, there we are. I'd like to thank you for watching this live stream, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.